just a person or something more? There's love in my heart, but am I sure? The song of love, I want to hear it. Am I the pure spirit, pure spirit, pure spirit? Let me feel, let me feel, let me feel the bliss. Let me feel.
So, meditation being the answer, obviously it works if it's found out. What's your view on it?
Well, we've conducted probably one of the most thoroughly designed scientific studies ever done on meditation, and found that just 6 to 8 weeks of a technique called Sahaja Yoga is able to bring about substantial reductions in stress and improvements in mood just with 10, maybe 20 minutes a day. And costs nothing to learn, it's highly effective.
Work stress has become a modern-day epidemic, but trials have shown an ancient practice could be the best way to beat it. Meditation is proving effective and it costs virtually nothing.
And people at home, what will they feel?
They would also feel the same way. They'll also feel the cool breeze coming out of their heads. That's what happened.
Well, not in this room, but oh, yes.
Yes, it's there.
You're
right. Coming from within.
Try that. Try that at home.
It happens.
It's really there.
Welcome back to Daytime. Well, now we're going to find out what we've been wondering about all day. Sahaja Yoga.
Welcome back. A new form of yoga is coming to a city near you, all the way from the UK. Sahaja Yoga Meditation, something new that I haven't heard about, and I'm interested in knowing what it is.
I'd like you to meet Ranjan from Sahaja Yoga Meditation.
В 91 году к нам должна была приехать госпожа Нирмала Шривастава, основательница учения Сахаджа Йога.
Now, though, Ryan and Jaden are thriving on a drug-free treatment.
Ryan's not taking any, and Jaden's taking half a dose. And they can still maintain their focus as if they were on medication.
At the Centre for Neuropsychopharmacology at Melbourne's Swinburne Institute, researchers are now mapping brainwaves for an insight into the meditative state.
I mean, we see this as very much a scientific investigation of a different state. So this is a meditational state where some of the your level of consciousness has changed, your level of attention has changed, and there's probably corresponding changes to how the brain is functioning.
Researchers in Sydney believe they've found a key ingredient to a longer, happier life. According to our next guests, it revolves around mental silence.
Now, you can achieve it while you're walking the dog, swimming, cooking and many other pastimes and chores.
In fact, I got it now.
Less than 15 minutes a day.
I guess Indian gurus have been in vogue over recent years. In the West, the Beatles introduced us to the Maharishi. The Orange people blindly followed the Bhagwan, but there have been others far more credible and far more respectable. My next guest is a Bombay lady whose following is growing around the world. She says that you have the power to deal positively with every problem, from con men to cancer. All you have to do is know how to tap into it, to tap into that power. Would you please welcome the lady acclaimed as India's greatest living saint, the mother of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji. Welcome. I know that it's very difficult for anyone to sum up one's religion, but is it possible to say what is Sahaja Yoga?
Sahaja. Saha means with, Ja is born with. This is born with you. Within us is the power which can give us the status of a spirit.
Well, apparently meditating for as little as 10 minutes a day can significantly improve your mental health. A world-first study has proven just how and why it works.
Reinhold kommt jetzt. Der schwebt in spirituellen Sphären und ist vielleicht auch deshalb der Schreck seiner Schwiegermutter in Space, ist der Reinhold. Reinhold, welcher Tätigkeit gehst du überwiegend nach?
Ich bin Haustechniker und ich habe eine Firma, wo ich Wellness betreibe, bin Tai Chi und Kung Fu Lehrer.
Okay, und zusätzlich bist du auch ein sogenannter Yogi.
Ja.
Was heißt das? Du unterrichtest Yoga.
Yogi sein kann im Endeffekt jeder Mensch. Ja? Wir haben eine Kraft in uns, die ist angeboren, ist im Kreuzbein drinnen. Und wenn jeder das wünscht einfach und es zulässt, dann steigt diese kühle mütterliche Kraft auf und dann sind wir Yogis, ja, dann passiert Yoga. Vielleicht haben die Leute und die Herrschaften Lust, das vielleicht einmal auszuprobieren, gedankenfrei zu werden.
Geht das in 20 Sekunden?
Das geht in 10 Sekunden.
Na, dann mach.
Bitte, darf ich jeden bitten, die rechte Hand auf den Kopf zu legen? Und sich jeder einfach innerlich von ganzem Herzen wünschen, dass diese kühle mütterliche, schöpferische Kraft aufsteigt. Du kannst die Augen zumachen, wünsch dir einfach, dass diese Kraft aufsteigt. So wie in jeder Pflanze, in jedem Tier ist diese Kraft vorhanden. Wünschen wir uns das ganzen Herzen. Und dann hebt man die Hand langsam hoch. Der Wunsch da war und der Wunsch rein war, ich gebe jetzt eine kühle Töpfchen. Ja! Das ist Yoga. Hast du zu viel nachgedacht?
There have been a string of gurus and maharijis over the last few years who, according to their followers, have the one true message. Well, the latest to visit the eastern counties, 62-year-old Indian woman Shri Mataji, who lays claim to the title of India's greatest saint. But her brand of yoga doesn't only lead to a serenity that can transform people's lives, it even produces a cool, soothing wind out of thin air. A rather sceptical Julia Booth caught up with Shri Mataji in Cambridge.
Her teachings follow no specific religion and are imparted in minutes. There's even physical proof. Apparently, a cool breeze can be felt from the head when you're enlightened.
It comes up here and pierces through this area called the fontanelle bone area, and you start feeling a cool breeze coming out of your head.
And I gather that you have a cool breeze coming out of the top of your head all the time. Is that correct?
I must be.
May I feel it?
Yes,
See if
all
I
right.
can feel it. Yes, I can. But it's hard to know what... Oh, yes. Yes. It's definitely cooler up there. That's incredible. Is this something that I can do on my own now?
Yes, now you can do it very easy. It's a blossom time, as I call it. Many are flowers. And it has to work out. Now put your hands towards me and see that you feel the cool breeze in your hand. Do you feel the cool breeze? And do you feel the cool breeze on top of your head? You can feel it with your right hand or you can feel it with your left hand. And this is the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost coming out of you. And now you can feel it all around you. In a subtle way, it is everywhere working. But now you can feel it. First time you can feel it.
Going on in London. First, there's something a little more relaxing for you. Her name means Mother Earth, and she claims to have the ability to produce feelings of blissful harmony. Great-grandmother Shri Mataji has followers around the world, and this week she brought her particular strand of yoga to capital. Glenn Campbell abandoned the lotus position to bring you this report.
Packing the Royal Albert Hall is usually reserved to pop stars and international performers, but last night 5,000 people filled the stalls to watch a great-grandmother perform her own unique style of yoga. Shri Mataji is an Indian spiritualist who practices Sahaja Yoga, a revolutionary technique which gets individuals to tap into their own energy, transforming it into a healing power. Her methods were developed in the late 1970s and have now attracted a mass following.
People want to know the truth. And they will know the truth also already. Also, you have to know the truth about yourself.
The great-grandmother began teaching in London 30 years ago and has twice been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Her secret, she claims, is tapping into a unique store of energy we all possess based at the bottom of our spines. Called the divine breeze, once you tap into that, your life will be transformed. It may sound a little outlandish, but with devotees in 80 countries across the globe, there must be something in it.
No practical exercise is needed. It's a living process. Again, it's a living process of the living energy. And for living process, you don't do any exercise. It has to work spontaneously. Sahaj means spontaneous. And I started with one lady who got realization first. Then we got about 12 people who got realization. In 2 years, I got only about 14 people realization. Then gradually when 14 people got realization, then many others started getting realization.
You can, as it were, sit in the lotus position and bend your body to the
nothing of the kind, nothing of the kind. You can sit on your chairs and get your realization. Moreover, it is a very constructive mind that develops.
Более того, развивается очень созидательный склад ума.
So a new race is formed.
Поэтому формируется новая раса,
Where they have no fights,
которая не имеет никаких ссор,
no arguments,
никаких споров,
love,
а имеет любовь
and pure.
и чистую любовь.
That sort of a society, once is formed, every sort of progress takes place.
И если формируется такого типа общества, то прогресс наступает во всех сферах.
First, if your attention becomes sharp and deep and subtle.
Прежде всего, если ваше внимание становится острым, тонким и глубоким,
you just become like a master of yourself.
How can they pursue in the spiritual?
They are after what?
The wealth.
See,
How do they pursue?
they can pursue very easily because wealth is matter. Doesn't give you peace, doesn't give you joy. See? Never is fulfilling. It makes you get.
Herkesin içinde gizli bir enerji var. Bu enerji üçgen bir kemiğin içinde bulunuyor. Enerji harekete geçtiğinde sinir sistemlerindeki 6 merkezden geçerek başın tepesinden dışarı çıkar. Böylece kainatla ve Tanrı'yla bağlantıya geçmeye başlar. Bizim amacımız bu enerjiyi harekete geçirebilmek işte. Sahaja Yoga, Tanrı sevgisinin gücüyle birleşme anlamına geliyor. Kundalini adı verilen enerjiyi açığa çıkarabilmek temel amaç.
Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Yeah, Sahaja Yoga.
Sahaja Yoga.
Recruiting the help of meditation expert Dr. Ramesh Manocha, we down tools in our bustling production office to learn how to achieve mental silence.
We start with both hands on our lap, palm up, breathing gently in and out through the nose, taking our attention away from any external distractions. Keeping our eyes closed, we put our right hand on the top of the tummy, on the left side, just below the ribs. Here we just say to this energy of meditation within us, I am my own master. We just say it silently. Sorry, we say it all silently inside. Otherwise we feel silly.
That's thrown me.
We take a hand to our heart, so we can say here just a few times silently inside, I am the spirit. Take our right hand to where the left shoulder meets the neck, turn the head a little bit to the right, and this is a center which accumulates a lot of pressure or tension when we feel too much guilt. So just to let go of all of that, we say here, I am not guilty at all. Then we take the right hand to the forehead, grasping the temples, to let it all go. I forgive everyone and everything. Return the right hand to the lap and sitting quietly, just enjoying the silence within. Now we gently open our eyes, and that's the basic process.
In the space of just 10 short minutes, Dr. Ramesh managed to transport most of us to a different space.
There was one little thing.
I had that as well.
And that's what I focused on.
And I just went,
and things would come up and I'd go, no.
No.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I was surprised that we're sitting above a busy newsroom with phones going off and people having conversations, how easy it was to actually get out of that space and forget where I was.
I found myself concentrating on my breathing more too. And
For just 5 to 10 minutes twice a day, it's enough to notice benefits in just a couple of weeks.
So who'd do it again?
From the divine power, for your own satisfaction, without feeling guilty, without counting your mistakes. So please say, again from your heart, not how many times, O divine power, if I have done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Please say this from your heart. From your heart, not how many times. O divine power, please forgive me if I have done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly. Now the last center is very important. You have to stretch your palm fully and then put the center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area. Now bend your head as far as possible. Here, again, I cannot force self-realization on you. You have to ask for it. So, you move your scalp. If you stretch your fingers outwards, there will be a nice pressure, and you move your scalp 7 times
clockwise, saying, Mother, please give me self-realization. That's all. Now, please open your eyes. Put both the hands towards me like this. Put right hand towards me and put down your head and see with the left hand. If there's a cool or a hot breeze-like thing coming out of your fontanelle bone area, the soft bone was there in your childhood, just see. Now please don't put your hand on top of the head, away from it. Now, please put both the hands towards me, like this, and stop thinking. You can do it. You can stop your thinking.
Above my head